All right, project of the afternoon. We finally got sufficient electricity into the new greenhouse. We're a little late doing it. Costly mistake probably, but for a $150 wire. And but I'll show you that here in a second. So that was our afternoon project. David's over there cutting a little wood. So jump in here to the greenhouse. All right, flipped you around here. So we haven't been in the greenhouse yet since it's been finished, but we have a 100 amp sub panel over here. And the other night, we've got our forced air furnace, and we've got our gas furnace right back there, which is our primary furnace at this point. This is supposed to be our backup. We're testing it right now, running it. But what happened the other night was when it gets 10 degrees outside, that furnace was our old furnace in our 20 by 20. This is our new greenhouse being a 60 by 20. So it's tripled the size, and it's not quite up to snuff. So it will not, it'll keep it in here, but it won't keep it at 70 or something like that. So what we've been doing is letting this thing kick on. However, this is normally a 60 amp furnace. It's got 4 coils in there. We've taken one of the coils out, and we've been fine for about 2 weeks. No problems. And it hit 10 degrees the other night, and we were underpowered. And that's what we were doing tonight, is getting the 100 amp service over to this 100 amp panel. But we only had 50 amps coming into this thing. And sometime during the night, it must have been running all night, and we lost power. We didn't have an alarm in here like we should have, but we're fixing that now. So what happened was, the greenhouse was pretty full. Germ chamber was luckily full, but we lost the majority of our tomatoes. I'm practicing here with the phone here, but let's see if I can zoom in here for you. I'm making this horribly shaky for you, but we burnt tomatoes. They had frost on them. Those are Brandywines. I'll take you down here to, it may get a little darker down here. I don't have the lights on down here, but you can see those are heirlooms. Oh no, these are Celebrity determinate tomatoes. Those are gone. The tomatoes that were actually in the middle of everything fared fairly well, but because these are all been majorly stressed, they all had heavy frost on them. We're going to go ahead and replant everything. So I'm going to get ready to put an order in tonight. My hand's going to be in the way there, camera. And surprisingly enough, so far, all of our peppers seem to have survived this. I haven't decided if I'm going to reorder pepper seed yet, or if I'm going to let these play out and just let it be what it's going to be. These are all peppers in here. The eggplant, surprisingly enough, looks like it fared really well. I don't see any dieback or browning or blackening of any of those leaves. The herbs look like they did fairly well, which I'm really surprised. This is cilantro and lavender. Even the basil, and basil does not take any cold at all. And there is some damage within the basil, so we're going to go ahead and replant this. But let me pull you up over here. Horrible videoing there, but that plant right there has 0 damage. It's on the edge of the table. So kale looks fine, not surprised. Onions are fine. Kind of surprised the chard made it through it, but pak choy and lettuces and all that stuff looked pretty good throughout the day. So, and I'm not discounting that some of this may croak here after a while, but the peas were fine. We just cut these today, so we're actually going to let these regrow and use these for chickens. So we'll just continue watering them. And lettuce mixer's fine. Micro peas. All the micros here were in the germ chamber. So, and this is all baby lettuce down through this aisle. So I think we're fine on all that. The pak choi, the baby pak choi, seems to be fine. So all in all that over there is onions, and there are some beets over there. So may have been a costly mistake, but I think we actually fared out fairly well. The tomatoes are slated to go into the ground in 3 weeks, so they're not going to be as big as what we were planning on them to be, but if I get seed ordered, it'll be here midweek, and I don't think it'll be a problem. They'll probably catch up to where they would have been, but we'll have them in the ground as babies, and not a big deal. We may be maybe a week behind, but that may play out just fine. So those will all go in the tunnel. But just kind of give you that little update. I may be doing this right now. I'm having to redo this video. I just did this whole video and did it with my phone up. So, but the germ chamber is obviously insulated enough that it was protected. So I just got this all finished about a week ago or so for Lisa. So this is her seeding station. Obviously she has her potty soil there. And it may be really loud, I'm not sure with this thing. But that's her seeding station there. After she seeds there, she puts everything here for the watering. She waters there. We have a deep freeze for the seed, sits back in here in the corner, and then everything obviously goes into the germ chamber. So germ chamber is kind of empty right now, but it's Saturday evening, so it'll be full again here midweek with tomatoes, I reckon. So, but everything else looks pretty good, and that is right now the greenhouse. So until next time, pull up a chair and welcome to Tabletop Farms.